Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start class 7th SST, part Civics, chapter number 2, Institutional Representation of Democracy, part 2. Now, in the previous video, I had explained that about the different features of democracy, election, and the types of election, as well as the election commission. And I also explained about the whole election procedure that the India follow during the election. So we'll go through in this video the different election parties that contest in election, as well as the coalition government, the opposition government, opposition party, that all we will read in this video. Let us begin with the political party. So what is a political party? So political party is an organized group of people who have the common ideals and goals. Means that the political party means it is an organized, it is an systematic group that having the common idea or same goals. So for that basis, if they form any organization or group, that is known as political parties. So political parties can be formed on the basis of distinct political ideas or some particular interest, such as religion or reason. Yes, for this I can relate with one example. Suppose if you all students want one extra game period in your timetable, if you want this, if the student of your if the all student of your class is ready for this, so you give this idea to the management, and management will think about it. So what you have done, you have formed a group for what? For raising one topic to the management. Same like as political parties are formed and they raise one common idea or so common aim, and they represent it to the government, and government will handle it. So like that, if you form any party, if you form any group on the basis of some common ideas, common goals. So the topic can be any of the topic like religion, reason, language. There are so many topics. On that basis, the political parties can be formed. So the political parties play an important role in the democracy. So how the political parties play important role in democracy? For that we have to know first of all the functions of political party. What the political parties do generally in the democracy. Let us see. So they create the awareness among the people regarding the various issues and the problem of country that is facing. So basically, this political parties, they raise the problems regarding the people of any particular area. Suppose if in an area there is a people, those who belongs to the tribal groups, and if a political party is raising voice for them to giving a such education to them, free education to them, so for that basis they form a party, and that party led that education for the people, those who are the tribe, who belongs to the tribal groups, for them. They took it to the government. They take this to the government basically. So they create awareness. What they have done, they have created the awareness that in a particular area the tribal groups are not getting the proper education or free education. So they likewise, there are so many problems in India, so they took some of the topics or some of the issues to take it to the government. They take part in election process through their candidates from various constituencies. Okay, So constituency, I had explained in the last video, the division of small area just after the announcing of the election. So from particular constituency, there is one member of any political party for represent that party. Means the people are there to represent, the candidate is there for representing of that particular political party. Okay. Now, how do you know that particular person, your particular party or candidate is good for you? How do you know? Means on what basis you will judge him? So, what do the election the political party do? So, before the election, each and every political party brings out an election manifesto. So, election manifesto, it's a what? List of objective of the party. Means that manifesto, they provide a manifesto, a proper list, to-do list, means what they will do after gaining the power, after becoming, after making their own government, what they will do in the whole tenure. So for this, they bring out the election manifesto. So that clearly mention the policies and ideals of that party believes in. So what the party thinks about on a particular issue, those things are mentioned in that manifesto. Like the objective of the party, its goals, the summary of the various measures it will take for the welfare of the people when it comes to power. So means that the election manifesto is what? It is just a list that they will do after gaining the power. So after the election, the political parties form the government. I told you, those party who got the majority of the seats, not votes, the party which got the majority of the seats, they form the government. So these parties form the government. Okay, that I told you the election manifesto. So by which means they spread all their election manifesto to the people. Means how do you know about that? The what the political party is going to give you, means what they are going to do for you, on that basis you choose. So they use a various means of communication like television, newspaper, magazines, pamphlet. They took all the means of communication that will help you to know that what are the policies of that particular party and what they will take the measure after gaining the power or after making the government. So this is the political party basically. So what is overall is that it's a group that is formed on some particular issue, and they generate or they provide the election manifesto before the election. On that basis they gain some votes from the people or the citizen or the voters basically, and they form the government. Now that is the political party. Now move to the opposition party. So you have heard sorry, you have heard about the opposition party. So I think you have seen in the television or the newspaper or the various media that there is a opposition party. If I say the current situation, the Bharatiya Janata Party is the ruling party, and the Congress, the National Congress, is a opposition party basically, because it is a major party. So how does it represent the opposition party? Let me explain. So in a democracy, all the parties cannot get the majority seats all the time in the parliament. So it is not possible for any party to get the overall seats or the majority seats every time in the election. So they appear as a opposition, or a party which is not in government, either directly or indirectly, in a particular state or a country is treated as an opposition. Means that when So when any party did not gain the majority, means the number of seats which is required for making the government, if they do not acquire that number of seats, so they are not able to form the government. So the party which is forming the government, they are known as ruling government, and the party which is not able to form the government, so that those parties are known as opposition or the opposition party. Clear? Now let us see the functions of opposition. So what is the function of opposition? It monitors the functioning of the ruling party and ensure that it does not misuse its power. So it monitors, it just looked after, it checks the functioning of the ruling party. Means whatever the ruling party is doing, they check on it, they keep checking on it, watchdog on that, and also they also see that means the ruling party is not misusing their power, means they are not indulged in the any wrong activity or misusing or misleading the citizens. So for that purpose the opposition party is there. It does not allow the government to become dictatorial, means that if there is a check on the ruling party, so on that the ruling party cannot become the dictatorial, means that they cannot become the dictator. So to put a stop on it, there is a opposition party. It looks all of the things and asks so many things from the ruling government. Opposition party raises voice against the government policies and criticize the government. So whatever the policies or the or any incidents happens, so opposition party is there to raise against of it. Means that if some issue is going issue is going to be discussed in the parliament, if it is not fruitful for a particular section of people, and in that situation opposition party will take charge, means that they will question that this decision or this particular of your law cannot fruitful or cannot good for the some section of people. So means that here opposition party take charge that the government cannot misuse its power or government cannot take any of the decision which cannot make all the citizens happy. So for that purpose opposition party is there to stop them. Okay. The opposition party also highlights the various challenges before the government so the public opinion can be generated. Okay, suppose if really the government is not working well, so on that basis the opposition party will show all of the demerits of the party and they generate the public opinion for that. Means if a government is not ruling government is not working well, so these things are to be shown by the opposition party and they form the public opinion for removing them. So this is the public opinion. Also it acts as a pressure group. What is pressure group? Means that it pressurizes the government, it put pressure on the government to take the right decision on the behalf of the citizens of the nation. So for that purpose only the opposition party work as on the various places. Now let us move to the party system. So do you think there in the whole world each and every country is following the same party system? Means that in India, have you ever noticed that is there only one party, only one political party is there in India? No. Your answer is no, because we have seen several parties in India. So how it comes and how it works we'll see in the next slide, but first before that I will tell you the different political parties or the party system that prevails in the whole world. Now let us see that the first one is one party or single party system. Means that in that particular country only one party is there, that is the single party or one party system. The next one is two party system or bi-party system. Means that in any country where only two parties are there, that is known as two party system. And the third one is multi-party system. Multi-party system means in which in the country where number of political parties exist, that is the multi-party system. Let us go one by one, starting with the one party system or single party system. So as it represent the name, it also tells about its feature is that the one party system is a form of government where country is ruled by a single political party. Means that the one party system is what means wherever it is found one party system, the people is only having one political party. So the voters, those who are living in particular that country, the voters, they do not have any kind of choices for their all candidates, because yes, of course, because if there is only one party, so if any of the candidates are contesting an election in the several constituencies or several areas, they all belongs to only one party, so they don't have choice to choose their representative. So this one party is not desirable, it's not that much useful that it cannot takes the opinion of the people. Means that the people has to choose only one party, they have to give only one party, they don't have any option at all. So this party can become dictatorial means that they can become dictator. So means that there are several countries which they are following the single party system where it can be chances for the dictatorial, means they can be dictator in future time. So let us see the examples of countries which are having the single party or one party system, that is Russia, Turkey, Serbia, China. There are many more countries those are following the single party system or one party system. Now let us see two party system. So what is two party system? As it represents the name, in a country where two political parties exist, that is known as two party system. So the two party system in which two major political parties dominate the voting nearly all election at the every level of government. So wherever the election is to be conducted, whether central or the state level, means I'm talking about the levels of the election. So these party is means that they dominate, one party can dominate to other party, means that there is a chances to win any of the party. Means that if any party is working well, any of the party is working well, the chances to get to form the government is for that party only. Means if a ruling party is working well, so the opposition party cannot get the chance to rule if the ruling party is working well. So this is the two party system or the bi-party system. But here if I differentiate between one party system, so here we have a choice, means that here only we have two choices, or there is only two options, but we have choice, means we can choose one the party or the other party. So for this purpose, this shows that two party system. So after any of the election, one party will form the government and another party will become the opposition. So means the ruling party, the number of seats those which the party which acquire, they will form the government, and those who acquire the less number of seats, they form the opposition. Both the parties are aware that they can be replaced easily by each other. Yes, this is the most important thing. The parties which is there, they, whether one party is ruling or next time the other party will become the government, so they are well known that if the ruling party, whosoever got the chance to rule, the ruling party is not working well, or they are not taking the they are not look after the welfare of the people, so they cannot win the support of the citizen. Yes, if they work well, they can win the support of the people or their voters. So here in example, if I give you, is like Japan, United States of America, and many more countries are there, those who follows the bi-party system or the two-party system basically. Now move to the multi-party system. So I had given the example in the previous slide also, when in India, did you notice only one party? No, your answer is no, because the India is having a lot of parties, that it is known as the multi-party system. So multi-party system is what? Where the many parties compete for the power and government. So this multi-party is there for what? They have the number of parties, and they also provide the lot of option to choose. Suppose if one party is not working well, we have the another party to choose. If another party, that party is also not working well, so we have the another political party to choose. So this provides the number of options to choose them. Now suppose if multi-party system, numerous major and minor political party will hold a serious chance of holding office. See, there is many parties in the India. If I give the example, so some parties member are in a huge number, or some party members are in a small numbers. But sometimes it also happens the small number of the party which is having the small number of members, they can also win on the peoples, means that they win the election, and they form, sometimes they can also form the government. So this is the feature of the multi-party system that provide the that is provide. And voters also have the choice, that I had explained, that they have the choice to choose from any of them. Those who become those who are the candidate of particular party, they have the option to choose from them. So what are the example of the countries those who are following the multi-party system? That is Brazil, Denmark, Finland, Germany, India, Pakistan, Canada, Sri Lanka, etc. There are a lot of countries those who are following the multi-party system. So this is the multi-party system. So I had explained that there is a different party system. First, that is the one party system or single party system, in which there is only one political party. There is no option for the people to choose to choose in they do not have any kind of option to choose, and there is a chances that they can become the dictator. Next one is the bi-party system or the two-party system. There is only two kind of political parties formed, and on that one party is become the whosoever party will gain the majority of seats, they form the government, and the other party will become the opposition. Here is only there is only two option that we have to choose, one, means we get the option to choose, and in that case if one party is not work well, the another party can get the chance to make the government. In multi-party system, it also, yes, it also provides a multiple option for us, and also the one party cannot remain for a long period, or if we have the option, several option to choose our representative. If a representative, that means those who belongs to any party, so we have the several option to choose from them, and if any particular party is not working well, we have the option to change him also. So this is all the party system. Now moving to the political parties in India. So if I ask some name of the political parties that you recognize, so what are the names that you can give, that you can write in your copy? Now let me start with the political parties that prevails in India and their works. See, political parties provide an agency to the society to gather the different views on the various issues to present these to the government. So I had explained already that political parties, what they have some specific goal, or they have some views on that they present in front of the government. Okay, so this is the work of political party. But how it is recognized as political party? I told you that I will explain the next slides. So the political party is only recognized by the registration that is given by the Election Commission of India. So any political party is recognized only after when the Election Commission of India is registered that particular party. The Election Commission registers political parties for the purpose of election and grant them recognized as a national or the state party on the basis of their poll performance. So basically, if the party will get more number of votes in a particular, okay, if the election conducts on the whole, means the whole India, the MP's election is there. So if they gain majority of the if they gain a particular number of votes and seats, so they consider it as a political national party. In MLA's elections, if any state party acquire the number of votes and acquire the number of seats, in that case they can be recognized as a state party. So that I will explain in the next slide, how the parties can be classified as a national party or as the state party on the basis of poll performance, means on the number of votes they get in the election. On that basis it is been categorized. Okay, one more important thing is that you have seen several symbols of the political parties. So that symbol is representing that particular party. So for that purpose they are having the symbols. Now let us see the division of political parties. So first of all, I will tell you that there is division of political parties into two. The first one is the national party and the another one is state party. Let us begin with the national party. So what is national party? The national party is the party that is present in all over India, means that their presence is in the whole India. Also they are registered by the Election Commission. Yes, their registration means they are recognized by the Election Commission. This is the second criteria. Third, having the specific party symbol. This is also important. They must have the specific party symbol to represent them. Okay. The example if I give, like Indian National Congress, this Bharatiya Janata Party, Nationalist Congress Party, Communist Party of India, Bahujan Samaj Party. So there are several parties that is known as national parties, but they are few. Why they are few? that I will tell you. Like, for being a national party, there is another criteria for that, means the number of votes, that it should be the 6% of the votes, from the total number of votes, the 6% of vote it is to be gained by the particular party, that can become the national party. Means that if there is 100% votes, so 6% votes, total of the votes, if any particular party gets, so it is recognized as a national party. Or 6% of votes in the assembly election, like state election, MLA's election, so they can be recognized as a national party. Or at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha. So this is the categories, or the that they have to occupy. Like, if they get the total number of votes, they get the 6% of total votes, so they can be recognized as a national party. Or they can get the 6 number of votes in the state election of MLA's election, they can become the national party. Or they can at least gain the 4 seats in the Lok Sabha, they can be recognized as the national party. Now move to the regional party. So regional party is what? It is also known as state party. Means that the regional party is only present in a particular state, in a single state or particular state. And regional parties are categorized by the Election Commission of India. Why I had written the categorization? Because the number of votes categorize the party into the regional party or in the national party. How they are categorized as a regional party or national party, that I will explain in the next. The regional party have some specific symbols. Like I told you, in the national party having some specific symbol, the regional party is also having some specific symbol. Examples like Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, Shiv Sena, Telugu Desam Party, etc. So these parties are recognized as a regional party. Why? See, I told you that in the national party, the party should acquire 6% of vote of the total votes. Likewise, in the regional party also, if any party acquires 6% of vote in the MLA election or the state election, that party can recognize as a regional party or state party. Or and they have to win 2 seats in the legislative assembly. Means that they have to win 2 seats and total number of 6% of the votes of the total number. So these party can be recognized as the regional party, and the number of seats in the number of the votes in the Lok Sabha election, they can be recognized as a national party. So this categorization is done by the Election Commission. So number of vote represent the party, it is to be the national party or it is to be regional party. This categorization is given by the Election Commission of India. Now moving to the coalition government. So what is coalition government? So basically, suppose if there is a chance that one party did not win the majority of the seats, suppose. So in that situation, 2 party, 3 party or more than 2 party, or if they all come together and form a government, that is known as coalition government. Means that if they do not acquire the more than 50%, means 50% of the total seats, so in that case all the rest of the small parties, they can come together and form the coalition government. So before starting, suppose if they form the government, so they must have fight among them who will become the head of the party, who will take the different ministry. So for that purpose, they discuss a common minimum program for all the parties. Means that they designated some of the ministry or some of the post to the different political parties, those who have formed the coalition government. So this common minimum program is to be followed by the all member of the particular coalition government. So what is the functions of the means what is the advantage and disadvantage of the coalition government? Like, it take care of the welfare of the diverse group of people, as the various political parties comprising it represent the different section of the society. Suppose if there is coalition government, they are belonging to some other parties, means different parties. So they take care of the all of the groups, they take care of the all parties, and also the manifesto or the goals what the other party is having, they have to take care of the all of those things. So this is the good or the advantage of the coalition government. So coalition government, public opinion of a larger group of people can voice strongly, means that if more parties are there are more supporters are there, so in that case the public opinion can be formed on their behalf, not for the opposition of that party. On their behalf the public opinion can be formed, and after public opinion formed, they can raise the voice strongly for particular thing. But there is a disadvantage also of the coalition government. Like, coalition government sometimes become weak and indecisive, as often conflict of interest among the various member of parties occur. Suppose if there are so many number of parties in the coalition government, so they have the various issue. Sometimes they fought for the which party will take initiative for the functioning of the government. So this led to the conflict as well. So instead of their concentrating on the governance, the ruling party spend more time to appeasing and unhappy the member. So basically sometimes it happens, means that sometimes people, the coalition government started fighting with each other, and because of it they cannot take the proper watch on the government. So this led to the drop of the government. This might happen. So basically the coalition government is what? If the one party will not get the chance to make the government, so they take the help of different other small parties to form the government. Now this chapter is over. I hope you all will be able to understand all those topics, and I had already asked you to prepare the copy for the revision purposes, as well as the notes whatever I am giving to you, that you have to write all those things in your copy. Okay, in the last video I had explained about the Chief Election Commissioner. So you have to find out who is the current Chief Election Commissioner of India, and who are the two election commissioners, those who are helping, basically the assisted, that is by whom they are assisted, that you have to also find out. So this is your homework that you have to also write in your copy. Okay, if you have any queries you can ask to the comment section. Thank you. We'll go for the next video, next chapter. Thank you.